What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Original Dogman John Castro. This video isn't fragrance related. This video isn't food related. This video isn't about poetry or nothing like that. This video is for order filling, warehouse order filling. Um, and I'm making this video to try to help the newer order fillers that are coming up. And I watched a few videos. I seen one video where a dude was talking about he worked for Walmart. And he was saying how hard it was. It's hard. But what he was talking about seemed like he was making his job harder for him. I'm going to post this video to that channel so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Now, this dude was talking about where you have to go pick 36 potatoes or pick 32 potatoes, big bags of potatoes. I'm like, no, man, you don't do that. You roll your jack under those potatoes and you lift it up and you pull it out that slot with your jack. If you don't know how to do that, then you shouldn't be picking Walmart or Sam's meat and produce, period. If you can't roll under those potatoes, because most of the time those potatoes aren't on rolling slots. They're not on the little rolling whatever the fuck that is. Because it's been so many years. It's been over 15 years since I worked for Walmart and Winn-Dixie. And I was a 150 and higher puller. Yes, 150 and higher. I was fast, I was strong, and I was very smart. And I remember my check digits, my slot numbers. So I was top dog at Walmart, black lanyard. If you DC Walmart DC 6056, wait, DC 6050, yeah, DC 6056, Robert, Louisiana. I'm pretty sure that was it. It's been so long. And I worked at Winn-Dixie when they was using tags, ripping off tags. Then they got smart and just went straight to headset. So yeah, I worked at Winn-Dixie, and I worked at Winn-Dixie twice. So I'm watching this order filler. It was 20 degrees and below in the freezer. And the thing was with this dude, if you go back and watch this video, and I'm going to post it to this video. If you watch the video, the dude is a right-handed jack driver only. A good order filler will save time and ride on either left or right hand. Okay? That's how you save seconds. Another thing that this dude did was his headset wasn't programmed correctly. All right? It didn't pick up his voice all the time. Look, whenever your headset can't pick up your damn voice, it's because you got to reprogram it so to pick up your voice. And you study saying, say again, say again, say again. When you do that, you'll be saying again in your damn sleep. You guys know what I'm talking about who worked order filling. You will be saying it in your sleep. You'll be calling out check digits in your sleep. That job ain't no joke. So when your headset starts fucking up, man, go and fucking reprogram your headset. Go under a fan. You guys know the deal. Go under a fan, something loud, and make sure that your voice is clear and crisp and say the same words over and over. The problem that I had with my headset was 5 and 9. All right, so I had to change my either my 5 or my 9. So I changed my 9 to dog. Or sometimes I change my 9 to black. Change it to a color where to pick it up. So it depends on your voice. What else to save time? Okay, watch this dude. I want you to watch this dude when he's picking, okay? This dude picks, and he starts off on the right side of his jack. He hops off, jumps to the left side, right? His headset on his next slot, when he turns the aisle, is telling him to pick on the left side. So you got numbers. You got odds or evens on one side. So evens or odds, depending on how your warehouse has it set up. Or you have aisles A, and on aisle A, you're going to have all your odds on one side and all your evens on one side. You're going to hear that number, all right? So when you hear that number, and if it's an even, it might be on the right side. If it's an odd, it might be on the left side. So if you pay attention to the number and it says go to slot 003, you know you're going to be either the right or the left, right? So the dude jumps on his jack on the right side. All right. And you're supposed to be calling out these numbers before you get to the slot, or at least listening to your headset to see where you're going next. So when you're calling out the check digits or you're calling out the slot numbers, you go for quantity first. You always go for quantity. You call out quantity. I don't know, maybe your warehouse might not have it set up, but it's stupid if they don't. And quantity is when you're picking 10 items or more. It'll bring you to a slot at the beginning of your trip, and it'll tell you to pick 10 or pick 30 or pick 40 or pick 100 or pick 200. It all depends on the quantity. So you pick quantity first. Then you go back to the beginning out, and then you picked all your single cases. Your cases is less than 5 or less than 10. So you do that, and then you start your trip. You start it all over. You got all your bulk cases already at the beginning of your trip. When you're picking on the left side, you drop that fucking case off on the left side of your jack. You don't cross your jack with a case and walk across your jack, or walk around your jack and place that case on the right side. All right. You pick it up on the left side, you drop it on the left side. You pick it up on the right side, you drop it off somewhere on the right side. You don't want to have that case in your hand no longer than a second. If you have that case in your hand more than a second, you fucking up. Now I know you're going to, but your goal is not to hold that case no longer than what you have to. Another thing, when you're coasting, a lot of aisles have Z picking, which means you're going to pick here, then you're going to go back. Then you're going to go to the front. Then you're going to pick here. You go there. Then you're going to go up here. Then you're going to go back like this. So the key with coasting is always have your jack at least 2 fucking slots ahead of your Z pick. That way, when you're Z picking, you're Z picking behind your jack. You're not Z picking in front and then walking behind and walking back in front of your jack. So coast your damn jack at least 2 slots ahead of time. At least 2 slots ahead. So that way, when you Z pick, you got space. You got space to run a little bit of movement. Some aisles don't have a lot of Z picking. Some aisles do. Know and understand those aisles. Some warehouses change their check digit. Walmart's warehouses, they change their check digit. They'll give you 5 numbers. And every day, those numbers are changed. The patterns are changed. You might pick 1, 2, 3 that day. You might pick 1, 3, 5 that day. So if your check digit is, and Walmart, your check digit could be 40346. All right, and this is how it goes. So the pattern 3, 4, 5. If you look up here, the pattern is 1, 2 is backwards, but this you're gonna see it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the top. But the check digit will read this. And your headset will tell you what the pattern is. The pattern would be 1, 3, 4, right? So you'd have to call out 4, 3, 4. So you have to call out 4, 3, 4, because the check digit on that slot, when you go to that slot, that's what it's reading, 40346. All right. So you're on aisle A. You're going to slot 303. You're going to aisle A, slot 303. This is your check digit. The pattern for the day is 134. So it's 4034. So you're going to call out 434. All right. Then you go to the next slot. So you go into slot 306. And say the pattern is going to be 60676. All right. So you'd pick out 6. The pattern is still 134. You would pick out 667, and you call it out. It say go to slot 3. You go to your headset say go to slot 306. You look at the check digit and you call out 134. But at Winn-Dixie, when I worked there, the check digit stayed the same every day. Didn't change up. So I memorized many of the aisles, the entire damn aisle, and memorize it because you do it every day. So I was a little bit about the same. The reason I was about the same because Walmart has a wrap machine. Walmart's more fancy. They have a wrap machine, so you don't necessarily have to wrap your pallets. You just got to secure it. So maybe go around it 1-2 times with a wrap and haul it off to the dock, and then the loaders would wrap it. Okay. But then when Dixie, you had to drop your pallet on the aisle or either on the dock, wrap it and put an X on all 4 sides, which made it a little bit longer to drop it off. So, to save time, man, listen to your headset, memorize check digits, memorize, even though you don't know what the sequence is going to be that day, memorize your check digits. If you can memorize your main slots and your main check digits on those slots, and if you can't memorize it, write that shit down on a piece of paper. Take your time to write it down so you have it on you. Memorize the main check digits. All right, you're gonna have slots that you hit constantly all the time. They're gonna be heavy hitting slots, which means you're gonna have a lot of shit coming out of those slots, especially on Thanksgiving and holidays. You're gonna have to memorize those damn slots, and you have to call it out. Look, if you pull in quantity at the beginning of your trip, and you're pulling 32 32 bags of potatoes, man, pull your jack under it, and if they ain't got nothing in the slot, catch a lift driver. Tell a lift driver to pull it down for you or pull it out for you and drop it in the middle aisle, and you roll your jack under that motherfucker and haul ass. You save more time like that when you pull quantity like that. Another thing you can do is to save time is make sure you come back from your breaks on time. Your 15-minute breaks, y'all get, I think certain places you get a 15, an hour, and another 15. All right. So you come back from your breaks on time, or work. Some places let you work through your breaks. And when you work through your breaks, you can pull your percentage up even higher because you're pulling those cases. You're gonna get paid for. You're gonna get paid percentage. Fucking tie in your cases. I've seen so many motherfuckers don't know how to tie in their cases. It's like playing fucking Lego. Just do it. Tie in your cases, which means if you got 1-2 cases like this and then 3 cases, you got a 5 tie. You got to learn your ties. 1-2 cases, then you get 1-2-3. That's a 5 tie, right? Now switch it over when you put the next layer on top. 1-2, 1-2-3. That helps. And just if you do that halfway through your pallet, you can fucking layer stack all you want the rest of the way. If you can do it hip high, if you can just fucking tie in your cases hip high, or at least chest high if you're short, then you can layer stack the rest of the way and you're safe. But if you're layer stacking from the bottom of your pallet to the top of your pallet, you fucking up. Your shit will drop sooner or later, or more often than not. Your shit will fall because you're layer stacking like a dummy. Also, for your team, stop fucking cherry picking. Y'all, I remember a lot of y'all motherfuckers love to cherry pick, and when you cherry pick, you fuck your whole team up. And your whole team be there all fucking night instead of y'all getting the job done. Making it easy. Which means cherry pick, stop picking from the bottom or picking from the front and leaving all the shit in the back. Fucking pick the shit from the top to the bottom. The best thing you can do for your team. Best thing you can do for you so you can get out there early. Pull percentage or pull hours and kill yourself. Makes no sense. Percentage is better. What else that I seen that dude do wrong? Fucking crossing his jack with a case. Walking across. I seen him walk around his jack with a case. Never ever walk around your jack holding a fucking case, man. Put that bitch down. Pick it up, put it down. Easy. This dude said it's rough picking up 32 cases of potatoes. Look, if you picking up 32 cases of potatoes, man, you doing that damn job wrong. I mean, sometimes you got to. Sometimes you really have to, but if you a smart order filler, you ain't gonna do that shit. You're gonna run it. You're gonna run it. And when you run it, what you do, because most pallets of potatoes might hold 40 cases of potatoes. What would you rather do? Throw 10 or throw 32? Or throw 30? What would you rather do? Throw 10 or 30? Shit. Pull under that fucking that pallet. Take your pallet that you already have on your jack, put it in the slot, and throw the 10 off on that pallet. Plain and simple. It's easy. It's easy. I don't understand people. Oh, rollback slots. That's what they call them. Rollback slots. Them bitches will roll back on you. If any warehouse is putting fucking potatoes on rollback slots, they fucking stupid. They need to put potatoes on the floor. They could be under a slot, but put that bitch on the floor. Cleaning up after a busted bag of potatoes on a rollback slot is just, it ain't gonna fucking work, man. It's just stupid. So I know for a fact that most warehouses put their fucking pallets of potatoes on the floor. Number one, a pallet of potatoes heavy as fuck. And you putting that shit on a rollback slot, you're gonna fuck up the wheels on that rollback slot. Period. Fuck if you can, advance yourself in that job and become a lift driver. Because sometimes they take order fillers out the pick to go lift. Sometimes they take order fillers out the pick to go chase cases down, chase runners. So if you become a good order filler every day, and you becoming like the top 3 or the top 4, at Walmart they race. They always mention the top 3 order fillers in the pick. They have 3 dudes every fucking day as top pullers. And the next day, they'll pull one of those dudes out, the one who pulled the most cases, to run chase, because they're giving them a break. The motherfuckers ran a 150 or higher. So usually that's what happens. And the more you get out the pick, the more they see you, the more they're going to need you to do something else. Because you're a top dog in the pick, they're going to train you on a lift. And if they train you on a lift, that's better for you. So if you on a jack, I don't know how it working now, but if you're on a jack, you could jump on a lift real quick. Jump on a lift, pull your own shit down out the slot if you're picking. And then if you become an order filler, you get the respect of order fillers. I mean, if you become a lift driver, you get the respect from the other lift drivers. And they'll come help you out. Respect mean a lot in the warehouse. So if you can get other people's respect because you a top dog and they realize that you work hard, man, motherfuckers will help you out. They'll help you out big time. But if you ain't got nobody respecting you, just a lazy motherfucker, man, nobody ain't gonna help you. Nobody ain't gonna help you. So you want to become a good order filler, like top 10 out the whole damn warehouse, or top dog in your area, fucking bust your ass. The one thing one of my bosses said when I started working for Walmart a long time ago was, if you don't go home sore every night, you ain't doing your job. So if you plan on being an order filler, man, know that your ass is going to go home sore every night. But there's tips and tricks to it. I've never lost a race. I've never lost a race in Walmart. People that call me out, I've never lost a race. Never. Not at Walmart, not in Winn-Dixie. And that's the truth. I'm 46 years old now. I was doing that shit when I was 20-something. Don't look like I'm 46. I'm still in good shape. Still in good shape. The last race that I had was with a dude named Ryan. He was top dog in the freezer, and I was top dog in meat and produce. And he wanted to race me. And at first break, this motherfucker had 300 cases. At first break. 15-minute break. At first break, I had 800 fucking cases. For Thanksgiving, I pulled 5,000 cases in 12 hours. 5,000 cases in 12 hours. And we were done. Because our whole fucking team ran. It takes a toll on your body. It will fuck you up if you run hard every day. I ran hard every day. I was one of those people that just ran hard every day that I was in the pick. They pulled me out the pick every now and then, but I ran hard every day. Even when I was tired, even when I was dog tired. And my advice is, if you can get a better job, get a better job. But that warehouse job, it really ain't no joke. The one dude seemed like he made it real bad though. He says when you got to pick 32 cases. Look, there's ways out of picking 32 cases, all right? Especially potato cases. If you stupid enough to pick 32 cases and there's 40 cases on a pallet and you don't know to pick 10 off of it and roll your jack under and pull out, you don't need to be an order filler. You're not smart enough. It's just that. The hardest place to work in the warehouse is meat and produce. Milk is pretty damn hard too, but it's repetition in milk. You do the same. You gotta have a lot of upper body strength for milk because you gotta pick up them and sling them like that. You just gotta constantly sling. Your shoulder up here with milk will hurt. Lifting meat cases is like this, so all this will be hurting when you're picking all them dead bodies, 100-pound cases of meat, them IBFs. What else do I want to say for y'all, man? Because I'm trying to help y'all motherfuckers out, because I see a lot of people looking at this dude and asking, how do you pull 100%, man? If you can't pull 100%, you don't need to be working at a warehouse. Some people could walk 100%. I could walk 100%. And it's all on how you save time. Picking on the right side, listening to your headset, calling out check digits before you get to the slot. Going how to go back for your shorts, how to call your shorts back, how to track your steps, how to back your pallet up, how to coast, you got to learn to coast, especially coasting. Is one of the most important things you got to learn to do. You got to know all your slots they're pulling out quantity, that quantity is coming out those slots, those big heavy. It could be small cases, but they'll have like 200 of them motherfuckers coming out that slot. So if you can understand that, man, and roll like that, you'll be a badass order filler. But if you ain't got it, man, you ain't got the competitiveness in you to run and race people and become better, don't do it. If you're just a lazy dude and you don't like hard work, don't do it, because you will not last. You will not last. You're just wasting your time and you're killing your body. Because if you don't know how to train your body, if you never worked out before and you never hit the gym and had a regimen, don't fucking go order filling. Because order filling is like a regimen. You have to fucking do this. You have to eat properly. You got to do all kind of shit. And I'm talking about, you can't. Now, I understand some people were on drugs too. Now, if you're on drugs, you could possibly pull high every now and then, but you ain't gonna last. You're not gonna last. I done seen some dudes run through there, pull high, and just couldn't fucking last. I did that shit for 7 years. Total. And I was a young buck, but if you trying to do it, man, just know something. The reason why I want to make this video, because I actually want you guys, for all the people who are looking into order filling and you knew and you were looking this shit up on YouTube, just be ready, man. You can make some good money and you can hurt yourself. You could hurt yourself permanently. You could break a leg. You could be turning a corner and slip on some ice and fuck your chest up like I did one time. Shit can fall on you. Lyft drivers could run over your ass. They had a dude at one Walmart. The Lyft driver actually ran into his fucking heart and killed him. Oh yeah, y'all can look that up. Y'all can look that shit up. Forklift. Impaled him. Killed him. Walmart. One of the Walmarts. I don't remember which one it was, because they told us when the dude died, everybody in Walmart heard about it. Everybody at the DC heard about it. Dude got killed with a forklift. Yeah. Them things are heavier than cars, man. They gotta be. They gotta be heavier than cars. So this is my video, man. I'll probably make another video because I seen a lot of shit that this dude was doing wrong. But then when I looked in the comment section, I was like, everybody was praising this dude. This dude is a good picker. But no, he wasn't. No, this dude was a right-handed fork driver. Pallet. Right hand only. That was it. Man, a good order filler do left and right. Because if you listen to your headset, you know what side to jump on your jack. That's one key. Jumping on your jack on the left side will save you more time than... If you're on the left side, you're already there. If you're on the right side, you're already there. But if you're on the left side and you got to drive your pallet jack or your what the fuck do you call them things? Walker riders. You got to jump on the right. If you're on the left side and you got to go to the next aisle and you got to walk around, you wasting seconds, man. Think how many times you're on the left side of your jack and you got to walk around to the right side just to get on it and drive it. Think how many seconds that is. Think how many slots that is a day. Think how many seconds you could have saved. How many minutes you could have saved because you're picking all day. Think how many minutes you could have saved by just jumping on the left side and going. Instead of walking around, jumping on the right and then going. Too many damn seconds, man. Even of a fraction of a second, you could save some time. Save some time, man. If you got to go to a slot, pick 2 cases. Man, get your lazy ass up and pick 2. I seen so many dudes pick 1 case. No. Pick both of them bitches up, put on. If you can pick up 3 and you know you can't, pick up 3. If you can pick up 10, pick up 10. You want to make that percentage, pick 10 up, man. If you think you're strong enough and the case is light enough, pick up 10. Pick all 3 of them up. Make no sense to go back for the other one. It's stupid. I seen so many order fillers do that shit too. Pick them up, man. Pick that shit up. And then on your 20 slots, I know some of y'all have a hard time reaching your 20 slots. Fucking have you a stick or something ready on your pallet jack or something. A hook. So you can hook them fucking boxes way in the back. Shit, they got 30 slots. 10, 20, and 30 slots. Sometimes they have 30 slots you got to jump up and grab them motherfucking cases. Have you a fucking piece of metal or something, piece of stick or something. Knock them motherfuckers down if you can't reach them. Because climbing up on them slots is just too much fucking energy, man. There's more shit that you can do. The warehouses have them slots set up fucked up too. And the warehouses are supposed to have it programmed into your headset where they know how much time it takes to get to each slot. It's not always the case, man. Those slots will change. They'll change the mod on your ass. And potatoes might be in this section one day, and then the next day that shit'll be way the fuck down on the aisle somewhere. Then you gotta go back and get it. It's stupid, bro. So know that there's ways that they can fuck you. And your coaches and your supervisors, depending on where you work. Some people call them coaches. Walmart, they call them coaches. Other places call them supervisors, managers, whatever. You know, they have their favorites. You know, they'll go into someone's computer and printouts, and they'll fix their time for them easy. No problem. Why? Because certain people work hard every day, man. And they got no problem with fixing time. And I'm talking about dirty fixing. I ain't talking about fixing that shit legit. People will fuck time up. If you pay attention to your percentage and your case count and your weight, pay attention to that shit every day. Look at your fucking printouts every day. You'll see the bullshit. One day you'll pick 96,000 pounds and you have like 100%. And the next day you'll pick 96,000 pounds and you have like a 150. So that shit ain't always right all the time. So know that there is going to be frustrations at that job, man. There's going to be some bullshit at that job. One day you'll pick up more weight with less percentage, and one day you pick up less weight with more percentage. That's just what it is. It's stupid. I don't know how the system is rigged like that, but it's rigged like that, man. It is rigged like that. for the most part, whenever I picked, I broke my time down in half. So if they gave me an hour, I was finishing my shit in less than half an hour. That's just the way I roll. I was a 150 or better puller. 150 or better. Yeah. They had a couple of dudes that run through there and pulled 200%. But they only did it one time. The highest I pulled was a 170 at Walmart. And the highest I pulled at Winn-Dixie was a 195. And that's running all out. Straight running. And that was Thanksgiving. I did that 195. Almost had my 200. Some people can be 200s. I don't know. Maybe they fix their time. But I was a legit 195 at Winn-Dixie. And it's no different. Winn-Dixie and Walmart both the fucking same. And meat and produce, they're the same meats, the same fucking products. Same. That's what it is. So it's your boy Original Dogman. Peace out. I hope you guys got a little some knowledge out of this, because I feel bad, honestly, for anyone who tries to get into that warehouse work, man. It ain't no joke. There's this thing, just in case you guys want to look it up. Y'all can call Walmart DC 6057. I believe it's DC 6057 that I used to work at. This thing called the 150 Club, where in order to get a black lanyard, you had to pull 10 150s in 2 weeks. So you guys know that pulling one 150 is fucking hard. Your body's so damn tired the next day, you couldn't do it again. But in order to be in that club, in that black lanyard club, you had to pull 10 150s in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, you had to do it. So that meant you had to come in on your days off and pull some overtime if they let you. So pulling one 150 gave you a purple lanyard. Pulling 5 gave you the red lanyard. But pulling 10 in 2 weeks, it gave you the black lanyard. That's me. Out of the whole damn warehouse, there was only like 5 or 6 of us with the black lanyard. I was one of them in meat and produce. You guys could call, ask them about the 150 Club. Ask them everyone who was in the 150 Club if you want. I'm not sure if they have it on record, but anyone who worked at DC 6057, the time that I worked there, they'll tell you it. That's just what it is. It's your boy Original Dogman. I'm out. Peace.